Ashes and Grace. Episode 1. Scars and Stilettos. A greasy late-night diner on the edge of nowhere. 1:03 a.m. A mostly empty diner. Flickering neon. Rain taps against the window like it's trying to whisper secrets. Phoenix Carter sits in the corner booth, hood up, leather jacket, bruised knuckles, half-drunk black coffee. She's watching the door like it might attack her. The cue bell jingle. Enter Eleanor Ellie Devereaux. Heels clacking, soaked designer blazer clinging to her frame. Makeup smudged like mascara's morning a funeral. She looks around like the place smells worse than the scandal she crawled out of. Phoenix, low, dry. If you're looking for caviar, princess, you took a wrong turn about $50 million ago. Ellie, without looking. And if I wanted attitude with my fries, I'd ask for the manager. Phoenix lets out a dry chuckle. Ellie slides into the booth opposite without asking. She's shivering and clearly bleeding from a scuffed palm. Phoenix clocks it instantly. Phoenix, you fall off your high horse? Ellie.
No.
Pushed, publicly, by boardroom traders with smiles like switchblades. Phoenix raises a brow. Boardroom bloodbath.
Cute.
I thought you were just another drunk debutante playing escape room with real life. Ellie, dripping sarcasm. And you're what? Brooding ex-biker with a tragic backstory and a savior complex? Phoenix leans forward. Tri-war vet with a loaded past and zero tolerance for bullshit. Ellie holds Phoenix's gaze, unafraid. Their chemistry crackles like static. Tense. Curious. Dangerous. Ellie coolly. Well, war vet, I'd love to swap sob stories over stale hash browns, but I'm actually here for... Suddenly, a rough drunk stumbles up to their booth. Leers at Ellie. Phoenix's body tenses instantly.
Drunk.
Hey sugar, you looking for a real man to warm you up? Ellie, without flinching. Only if you come with a mute button and brain cells exceeding a potato. Drunk grabbing her arm. Bitch, say that again. Phoenix is already up. One twist, one sharp elbow to the ribs, and the guy folds with a wheeze. She doesn't even look winded. Ellie watches, stunned. Phoenix sits back down, calm. You're welcome. Ellie, eyes still on her. You could have broken his wrist. Phoenix. I considered it. But I figured you'd want a show to last longer. Ellie laughs, breathless. Involuntary. Ellie.
Who are you?
Phoenix smirks, bitterly. Just a ghost who hits hard and drinks cheap coffee. Ellie softly. Well, ghost, maybe you and I are more alike than I thought. They fall into a silence, thick, electric. The kind of silence that's less empty and more pregnant, with something neither of them wants to name yet. Ellie came back after that night, showed up unexpectedly, and Phoenix always waited, every time the door chime jingled. Then weeks later, nothing. Phoenix went to look for her, remembering that Ellie told her where she stayed. Episode 2. Broken glass, sharp tongues. Phoenix saw her. She was walking at a dangerous speed, but Phoenix kept her distance. Then she stops and leans against the wall, and just before Phoenix could approach, she slams her fist into the wall and storms off. In Ellie's shoebox apartment, temporary, sterile, cold. Ellie is trying to clean dried blood from her palm in a bathroom the size of a coffin. She's muttering curse words like a socialite reciting Shakespeare. Outside, there's a knock at the door. Ellie from inside. If it's the landlord, I'm still broke. If it's the press, I'm still not sorry. Phoenix from outside. Relax, heiress. It's just your local bodyguard with a hero complex and bad coffee breath. Ellie opens the door. Phoenix is holding antiseptic, gauze, and 2 cups of questionable coffee. Ellie dryly. A modern-day night. Did you bring duct tape for my reputation too? Phoenix, stepping in. No, but I brought gauze for your ego. Looks like it took a hit. Ellie snatches the supplies, brushes past her, sets them on the tiny kitchen counter. Ellie, you didn't have to come. Phoenix shrugs. Didn't plan to. But I couldn't get your smart mouth out of my head. Ellie turns, raises a brow. Flattery or threat? Phoenix closes the door. Depends. Do you want me to stay? Silence. Ellie breaks it with a sigh and sits. Phoenix crouches beside her and begins tending to her hand. Ellie wincing. So, ex-military, huh? Phoenix.
Yeah.
Got medals I pawned, and nightmares I didn't. Ellie. I got pearls I never wore, and lawyers I can't afford. Guess we're both walking cliches. Phoenix, softly, looking up. Yeah, but I'd rather walk with you than alone. Ellie looks away quickly. Her throat tightens. Phoenix notices, but says nothing. Finishes bandaging her hand. Phoenix, quiet. You're not weak, you know. Ellie scoffs. Tell that to the headlines. Phoenix. Headlines lie. Scars don't. They're close. Too close. Knees touching. Breathing shallow. Ellie's lips part just slightly, instinctual. Phoenix watches her, like she's daring herself not to lean in. Ellie whispers. This thing between us, it's like standing too close to a fire you don't want to put out. Phoenix smirks. Then don't. They don't kiss. But the silence that follows? It's louder than thunder. They're both aching. Suddenly, Ellie's phone buzzes. A notification. Breaking, Devereaux family scandal. New lawsuit emerges. Her face falls. Reality floods in like cold water. She steps back. Ellie's steel returning. I need to fix this. Take back what they stole. Phoenix, quiet, but steady. Then let's burn it all down. Together. Ellie locks eyes with her. You'd go to war for me? Phoenix smirks.
No. With you.
They stand, warriors in waiting, flirting with disaster, love, and something far more dangerous, hope. Breathless in sync. In the makeshift war room. A dusty community center back room, half office, half storage closet. Papers everywhere. Blueprint maps.
Coffee.
Chaos. Ellie's got a laptop open. Phoenix is pinning notes to a corkboard like it's a battle map.
And it is.
Phoenix grumbling. Why does this plan feel like a bank heist and a therapy session rolled into one? Ellie, without looking up. Because it is. Only with less money and more emotional damage. Phoenix. My favorite kind. They lock eyes. There's that silence again. That gravity. They break it with a smirk each, neither willing to admit they're drowning in it. Ellie pointing at the map. If we push back on the zoning appeal here, we can stall the development project for at least 90 days. Phoenix leans in, their shoulders touch. And if I lean in here, I can smell your perfume and lose my train of thought entirely. Ellie wavers, then scoffs. You're impossible. Phoenix, a half-whisper, close. Yet here I am. Ellie steps away fast, too fast. She knocks over a stack of files. Phoenix kneels to pick them up. Ellie kneels too. Their hands brush. Time slows. Ellie, voice cracking. We said focus. Phoenix, soft, eyes locked. I am focused. Just not on the blueprint. Ellie backs off again. Paces. Phoenix watches her like a predator trying not to pounce. Ellie turns fiery. Do you flirt with every business partner? Or just the disgraced, emotionally unstable ones? Phoenix stepping forward. Only the ones with fire in their veins and broken glass in their smile. Ellie, you don't even know me. Phoenix. Then let me. Or are you afraid I'll like what I find? Ellie quiet.
Worse.
I'm afraid I will.
Beat.
Tension. Nothing but the sound of their breath. Ellie leans just slightly closer, close enough to feel Phoenix's exhale on her lips. Then, she pulls back again, clearing her throat. Ellie, mask snapping back on. Let's finish the plan. Romance can wait until after we save the world. Phoenix grinning. I'll hold you to that, heiress. Ellie smirking. Good. Because I don't break promises. Even the inconvenient ones. They return to the table, closer now. Aligned. Bantering still, but now, every word a thread in a web they're both caught in. Phoenix, as they work. You really think we can pull this off? Ellie, I once negotiated a $1 billion deal while wearing 6-inch heels and a hangover. This is personal. I have to win. Phoenix, quietly. Then, I'll be your war dog. Ellie pauses. You already are. Episode 4. Lines We Shouldn't Cross. The war room's emptied, but Ellie and Phoenix remain, the city lights flickering outside. The weight of the day's small victory and heavy losses hang between them. Phoenix, stretching, tired. We're killing it. Against all odds. Ellie's soft smile. Yeah. Feels like we might actually pull this off. They share a look, something unspoken, simmering. The tension from before now thick as whiskey. Phoenix, eyes flickering to Ellie's lips. You know all this talk about crossing lines? Ellie, heart skipping, teasing. What? Like the ones between business and pleasure. Phoenix leans in. Exactly those. Ellie inhales sharply as Phoenix's face inches closer. Their breaths mingle. Ellie whispering. We're about to burn everything down or build something new. Phoenix smirking. Maybe both. Without another word, Phoenix captures Ellie's mouth in a slow, deliberate kiss, all fire and heat and promises. Ellie responds, tentative at first, then with growing hunger. The kiss breaks. They're breathless, eyes locked. Ellie, voice trembling. This changes everything. Phoenix.
Good.
Because I don't want to fight it anymore. They move closer, hands exploring, the line blurring between strategy and seduction, war and surrender. Ellie laughs breathlessly. You're insufferable. Phoenix, grinning. And you love it. But then the knock at the door. Harsh, unexpected, breaks the spell. Reality crashes back. Voice outside. Ellie, we need to talk. It's urgent. Ellie and Phoenix exchange a look, something heavy, something fragile. Ellie, to Phoenix. We'll finish this later. We have a war to win. Phoenix nods. I'll be waiting. Ellie opens the door to a shadow from her past, a reminder that the lines they crossed might just have consequences neither of them are ready for. Ellie's ex, Victoria Sterling, tall blonde, ice cold, wears white because bloodstains are gauche. She stood there with her Hermes clutched tight in her hand. Ellie, what are you doing here, Victoria? Victoria smiles like a razor. Ellie, darling, you used to tremble when I walked in a room. Now you just sweat. Ellie, oh, Vicky, still projecting? Adorable. Victoria glanced past her into the dark room. Ellie did not move to let her in. Ellie, what are you doing here? Victoria, I just came to see how you holding up. Ellie burst out laughing, a cold, hollow laugh. Ellie, good night, Victoria. And with that she closes the door. Episode 5, The Lull Between Lightning Strikes. A breeze carries the scent of rain. The city below is alive with distant sounds. But up here, it's just them. Phoenix sits cross-legged, sipping whiskey. Ellie joins her, wrapped in one of Phoenix's oversized hoodies, barefoot, loose-haired, glowing from something deeper than victory. Phoenix. Never thought I'd find peace 3 stories above traffic and sirens. Ellie, smiling softly. You didn't find it.
You built it.
Silence.
Comfortable now.
Shared, earned. Phoenix, glancing at her. You're dangerous when you look like that. Ellie, like what? Phoenix, eyes lingering. Like you know exactly who you are and you're done apologizing for it. Ellie, teasing. Says the woman who kisses like a war cry and vanishes before morning. Phoenix. I stayed. Didn't I? They fall quiet again. The kind of silence where everything meaningful lives. Ellie. I used to think love had to be earned, that I had to suffer enough to deserve it. Phoenix.
And now?
Ellie. Now I think maybe I just had to stop pretending I didn't want it. Phoenix reaches out, takes her hand. Their fingers interlace. Phoenix, soft. You were never the villain in your story, Ellie. Ellie whispering. And you were never broken. Just waiting for the right battlefield. They draw close again, not rushed, not desperate. This time, it's reverent. A kiss slow like a vow. Skin meeting skin like trust laid bare. Ellie, against Phoenix's lips. We could disappear right now. Just vanish. Phoenix.
No.
We stay. We fight. We finish what we started. Ellie, even if it breaks us? Phoenix, quiet fire. Especially then. They lie together on the rooftop, tangled in warmth and promises, unaware that betrayal already moves beneath their feet. Days later, Ellie meets with her old company board, and during the meeting, they slides a folder across the desk. Inside are pictures of Phoenix, her in Army gear, her time in the war, and then why she left the Marine Corps. Board member. Walk away, and we will not release this to the public and the local law enforcement. Ellie realizes that this will destroy Phoenix. She nods and walks out of the boardroom and out the building with a heavy heart. Episode 6. The One Who Walked Away. The glass walls glitter with city light. Empty espresso cups. Blueprints scattered. Phoenix is pacing. Ellie stands frozen, a file trembling in her hands. Phoenix.
Say it again.
I dare you. Ellie quietly. I signed the deal, Phoenix. I had no choice. Phoenix, low growl. You had every damn choice.
And you made it without me.
Phoenix slams her fist against the table. Papers scatter like ashes. Phoenix, we built this. Together. Every inch of it. And you handed it to the same bastards who, Ellie, cutting in. Who would have destroyed us anyway? I did this to protect us. Phoenix, deadly quiet.
No.
You did it to control the fallout. To save face. That's not protection, Ellie. That's self-preservation dressed in Prada.
Beat.
Ellie's eyes glass over, but her voice stays steel. Ellie, I made a choice you wouldn't have. That doesn't mean it was wrong. Phoenix. No. It just means you never trusted me to make it with you. Silence. The kind that hollows. Ellie, voice breaking. Do you think I wanted this? To lie to you? To carry it alone? Phoenix turns away. Her shoulders shake, but no sound escapes. Ellie steps forward, dares to touch her back. Ellie whispers, please don't walk away. Phoenix, turning, eyes blazing. I'm not. You already did. Phoenix's apartment, later that night. Phoenix sits in darkness. Old scars on her hands. New scars in her chest. She deletes Ellie's contact. Then stares. Then presses undo. She can't. Not yet. Ellie's hotel room. She unzips a dress she didn't remember putting on. Stands in front of the mirror. Ellie to herself. You wanted to be the hero. Instead, you became your father's daughter. Security footage being scrubbed. A tabloid leak brewing. Phoenix in a gym, brutalizing a punching bag. Ellie burning old contracts. Episode 7. The door left ajar. Ellie's office, morning haze. The light is too bright. Sterile. She hasn't slept. Her blazer's on the chair, heels kicked aside. There's a sealed envelope on the desk. It reads, in case I lose her. She doesn't open it. She can't. Knock at the door. It's Maya, the assistant. Maya, gently. Ms. Devereaux, the outreach team is asking if we're still supporting the shelter's expansion. Ellie hollow.
Tell them yes.
Maya, hesitant. And Phoenix? Ellie, without looking up. Tell them she's free to walk away. I already did. Community gym, later that day. Phoenix trains with 2 teen girls, fast hands, harder stories. Teen girl. Why do you let people hurt you and call it strategy? Phoenix freezes, exhales. Because sometimes it's easier than admitting, I want to be held. After class, Phoenix finds a small box in her locker. Inside, a charm bracelet. One they saw once at a market. Never bought. There's a note. One line. You were always the stronger one. I just wore the crown.
E.
She doesn't cry. Not yet. Later in a public park, dusk. A silent bench under a jacaranda tree. Phoenix sits alone. Ellie walks up slowly, unsure. Her heels crunch the gravel. Phoenix doesn't look up. Ellie soft. This feels like a bad movie. Except we're both villains and victims. Phoenix dry. I always preferred the anti-hero. Less applause. More blood.
Beat.
Silence again. And then, Ellie, I didn't come to beg. Phoenix. Then why come? Ellie. Because not showing up feels like losing twice. Finally, Phoenix turns to her. The softness is sharp. Controlled. Phoenix. Do you think sorry is a bandage, Ellie? Ellie.
No.
I think it's an offering. A cracked thing. Ugly and true. Their eyes hold. Neither moves closer. But the pull is undeniable. Phoenix quietly.
Say it then.
Ellie whispers.
I'm sorry.
I should have trusted us. Phoenix swallows hard. The air is trembling between them. Phoenix, you don't get to walk back in, say the words, and have it all fixed. Ellie, I know. I'm not asking to be let back in. I'm asking you to leave the door open just a little.
Beat.
Phoenix looks at her hands. Then back at Ellie. Phoenix quietly. Then leave the light on. Hope twisted in ache. Montage. Ellie sitting alone at the board table, leaving Phoenix's chair untouched. Phoenix sketching their business logo, then pausing mid-pencil. Ellie walking past the old diner.
Stops. Looks in.
Doesn't enter. Phoenix training sweat and fury. A sticky note on Ellie's desk. The door's not locked. It never was. Episode 8. Heat and Haven. The training room, nightfall. The gym is empty. Low lights. Sweat in the air. Shadows move like secrets. Phoenix is wrapping her hands. Punching bag sways. She's hitting it harder than usual. Enter Ellie, in her coat and heels. She leans in the doorway, arms crossed. Ellie, you punch like you're trying to forget me. Phoenix, without looking. Maybe I am. Ellie, stepping closer. Then I'll stand still. Beer ghost. Haunt you properly. Phoenix stills. Turns. Her eyes? On fire. Phoenix, you really know how to bleed pretty words. But scars don't care for poetry. Ellie smirks. Then maybe I'll stop talking. Phoenix,
Don't.
that mouth of yours is half the problem, and most of the solution. Silence. They circle. Orbit. Not touching. The air between them unbearable. Ellie.
Say, you don't want me.
Lie to me, Phoenix. I dare you. Phoenix, low, tight. Jesus, Ellie, you left when I needed you most. Ellie, I stayed away so you wouldn't burn in my fire. Phoenix, I am the fire. Ellie moves forward. Phoenix doesn't move back. Inches apart now. Ellie, voice soft, raw. So what now? Phoenix, now I either kiss you or walk away and never look back. Ellie, pick one. But do it slow, so I feel every second. Phoenix hesitates, then steps in. Foreheads touch. Eyes close. Breath shared. And then, Phoenix hoarse.
God help me.
She kisses her. Hard.
Desperate.
Years of ache in one searing pull. Ellie breaks it, just long enough to whisper. Ellie, that's 2 gods invoked. One more, and we're married. The office. Later that night. The couch is tangled. Clothes the trail. Laughter echoes. Skin glows. Phoenix half-dressed, leaning against the doorframe. So, business partners, huh? Ellie, wrapped in a blanket, smug. Boardroom meetings are gonna need safe words. Phoenix. Already picked one. Ellie, raising a brow.
Oh.
Phoenix, deadpan. Spreadsheets. Ellie laughs. Mood killer. Effective.
Beat.
The laughter softens. Ellie reaches out, takes Phoenix's hand. Ellie, let's try again. No exits this time. We fall, we rise, together. Phoenix, no armor. No lies. Ellie, only truth. Only us. Montage. Them side by side in court, defending their shelter's expansion. Ellie writing again, smiling. Phoenix watching from the doorway. Phoenix guiding a teen girl through self-defense drills, Ellie filming. A framed quote in the office. Built from fire. Forged in grace. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. See you in the next video.